Multiple Knicks fans have been calling for the team to make an absolutely wild move after a massive update regarding one of the Western Conference contenders that has Knicks fans salivating over a trade that nobody saw coming just a few weeks ago. And on top of this, obviously, this would have a massive shakeup into Mike Brown's plans for this team's rotations, and we're going to go over all of that. There's a lot to discuss with this situation, as Knicks fans have now been calling for something that has the fan base split on two sides of the aisle here regarding this team and regarding what they should be doing ahead of the NBA season, which is about to begin, which is so exciting, guys, and we're going to have news all season long, so make sure you're subscribed if you're part of that 57%. That's not subscribed to Knicks Digest. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss a single Knicks update all year long. But let's jump into the video. There is a lot to go over on the Knicks right now because, look, when everything really started to go down right before the season began, there was a lot of questions surrounding the Knicks roster. What was going to happen? What was the team going to do? Malcolm Brogdon is retired, meaning that he's not going to be the team's backup point guard. So is it going to be Jordan Clarkson? Is it going to be Deuce McBride? What exactly are the Knicks going to be doing? Well, honestly, it feels like it's going to be a bit of a mix. It's kind of going to be a committee. Jordan Clarkson's going to be doing some of the ball handling. McBride will be there. However, some Knicks fans have discussed the possibility of Deuce McBride getting traded. Now, the reason for Deuce sort of being involved in some of these trade talks has been because the team has received a whole lot of interest. We saw reports from Ian Begley that Leon Rose and the Knicks front office were receiving a lot of trade interest regarding McBride, and teams were checking in on what exactly McBride's future was with New York, and if they had an actual pathway to acquiring the combo guard. Because of that, there has been a lot of talk surrounding what's going down, and recently, we did see a huge update in regards to someone the Knicks have had long interests in, as no rookie extension for the Houston Rockets and Tari Eason. Sides could not bridge gaps on multiple fronts by Monday's deadline, and Eason will become a restricted free agent next offseason. On top of that, Zach Lowe mentioned saying, someone pitched me today, someone in the league pitched me, would you do a Tari Eason for Deuce McBride and some second round picks? I was like, I might just be too high on Tari Eason because that trade to Zach Lowe seemed like a bad idea because he likes Eason a lot. Eason last year is absolutely excellent defender, but also put up 12 points per game, 6.5 rebounds, 1.5 assists, got 1.7 steals and a block per game. Just a versatile defender who could play a few different positions, a very, very good athlete, shot 49% from the field and 34% from three. He's not a consistent three-point shooter, but he does everything else right, playing really good defense, attacking the hoop well, really good cutter, and frankly, has been one of the better young players in the NBA, specifically for the Rockets, who have a bunch of young talent, and Eason is no different from all that other talent. His numbers, to be completely honest, are better than Deuce's. Deuce played the exact same, literally, look, the exact same amount of minutes, 24.9 each. But Deuce put up 9.5 points, 2.5 rebounds, 3 assists. Now, he did shoot better from three. That's the big thing here. Deuce shot 37% from three, which is a little bit down for him. He still shot 39.5% on the corner three as well. They're basically the same age. On top of that, half a year kind of separates them, which is really nothing. So when you consider that, obviously there is some noise on why fans would want this Tari Eason trade. If you look at all the numbers, Tari Eason does look like he's the better player as of right now. The difference is the contract extension does make things a little bit weird. As we know, the Knicks do have Deuce McBride on one of the best bargain contracts in the NBA right now. McBride signed that deal before he started to get legit playing time with the Knicks. And when he ultimately started to play well, he was already on that deal that was so cheap that it's really benefited the Knicks in an absolutely huge way. Eventually, that contract will run out, and Deuce McBride will be commanding a larger deal, though. That's something that we do have to be aware of, but that's not going to be a problem for next year, as Deuce will still be on the contract for one final year. Now, the Cooler, who has been featured on Ian Begley's show, The Putback, before a few different times, especially when it comes to Begley doing mailbags, the Cooler's pretty frequent there. He said, I love Tari Eason, but he has to prove he can stay healthy before getting an extension. If healthy next summer, I love him a lot on teams, especially the Knicks and the Detroit Pistons. On top of that, we know back from all the way in the beginning of 2024 that the Knicks were coveting Tari Eason a lot during that trade deadline. The Knicks were very interested in acquiring Eason. They didn't end up acquiring him, and it likely would have also still been for Deuce McBride, interestingly enough. That's the thing that we keep coming back to here, and it's one of these situations that we sort of have to navigate now. Now, there are fans who are going out there saying Deuce McBride for Tari Eason. I would do McBride for Tari Eason. Knicks fans have been quick to talk about this and sort of discuss exactly how they feel about it. And when we just look at this Knicks roster, I mean, yeah, adding another forward would be helpful for this team. Right now, the forwards that the Knicks have are really Mikal, OG, Josh Hart can do it, and Gershon Yabusele, who's really just a 4 and will play more of the 5. He's not going to be playing the 3 at all. Landry Shamet can sort of hold down a wing spot as well. And then there's Pacome Dadier. There's Mohamed Diawara, who's even more raw than Pacome. And then Tosan Awoma, who's on that 2-way contract and can appear for, 50 games, which is going to be helpful. But also come the playoffs, understandably, Awoma won't be allowed to play because he's on that 2-way deal. So it does sort of become this situation where you start to think to yourself exactly, do the Knicks have enough wing depth? Should they go out there and sort of dismantle a little bit more of that guard depth and trust in Tyler Kolek and Jordan Clarkson to hold things down? The thing is, you obviously lose the defensive Deuce McBride. You replace it with the defensive Tari Eason, though, so it's not like you completely lose the defense there. It just sort of shifts into something else. That's another thing you have to consider. Tari Eason can obviously guard a bunch of positions, so it's not too worrisome, but Deuce is your best point of attack guard defender, so when you consider that, there is a lot surrounding this trade. There's a lot to think about with this whole situation that's really becoming this tough thing to sort of navigate. The Knicks lost Malcolm Brogdon, a man who put up 12.7 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists, shooting 43% from the field and 40% on the corner threes, to retirement. So without Brogdon, the Knicks guard depth is not very inspiring right now. So when you understand that, it kind of becomes tough to really justify a Tari Eason move right now. Understanding you're going to have to pay him next year. It's going to put you into the second apron. That's going to cause a bunch of problems. Your guard depth is really not going to be too good unless really Tyler Kolek shows up and shows out, but you're really banking on that now. You didn't go out there and sign a different guard, so there's going to be some questions there. And would that be enough playmaking and ball handling for the Knicks come the playoffs? That's another question. With Deuce, it is. With Tari Eason, it might not be. And yeah, Eason's a better player, but is he the best fit for the Knicks right now compared to Deuce McBride? Honestly, the more I think about it, the more I definitely love the fit of Eason. But at the end of the day, for McBride, I don't see a point. I don't see a purpose to going out there and trading him because McBride is just so clearly going to be valuable to the Knicks this season. If Jalen Brunson is to go down with any sort of injury, whether it's for a game or like a week, we saw Jalen Brunson miss nearly a month last season with that ankle injury that he suffered in Los Angeles. So when we think about that, we saw that Deuce stepped in and started a lot. And then now also with Jordan Clarkson, we could see the Knicks go more with Clarkson to start over McBride. But still, Deuce as that combo guard is just so valuable for a Knicks team that now doesn't have the deepest set of guards in the world at all, or at least the deepest set of proven guards. So that's going to raise some eyebrows and raise some questions. But the question I'm asking you guys is, do you like this deal? Let me know in the comments down below. Like this video, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Have a great day. Go Knicks.